Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to use my Kabbalistic tarot cards. And this is for you coming from Cancer. And it is a tarot monthly horoscope for zodiac signs for the month of May 2017. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will be for the first 15 days of May for you coming from Cancer. Now, I have to turn this card around, and that means that you do not have full control on the first 15 days of May for you coming from Cancer. Let me first start with your areas of romance. It says that finding a romance is very possible in the first 15 days, but keeping that romance happy is not very possible or not very easy. So this message is for you, not your romance partner. So you have to identify the areas coming from your romance partner which is making the romance difficult, or you have to look unto yourself and see why you are unhappy. It's not a card that shows breakdown of romance. In fact, there are signs here which show that your romance can do well enough if you are polite and if you are cooperative and if you are not demanding or show your temper. Alright? Now, regarding marriage, the situation is like this. It says there are many issues involved here. And some of the issues in the first 15 days have got to do with finances or with family relationships, which could mean your parents, your siblings, and other members of the family who may be interfering in your marriage and therefore making your marriage partner unhappy. Alright. It's not a card that shows marriage can break down, but it's a card that shows differences of opinion, differences in outlook between you and your marriage partner. It is all repairable. The flow of this card is good, and so it's all repairable. The flow of this card says get to the root of the problem and you will be able to solve the problem whether in romance or marriage very easily. Your general family areas, I will see there's continuity of what's happening in this card, no sudden breakdown. So it's a time where you are going to manage things very well. Okay? Now I'm going to talk to you about your area of career, your area of job. Now, here the good news is that there is continuity of job. So there's no danger of losing a job or of getting news that you might lose a job. But the frustration is that you're not able to get to the top. This is basically what the card says. The possibility of getting to the top is difficult. And the difficulty comes because of differences with your bosses or with your colleagues. You are basically a different approach compared to theirs. So remember that you have to please your bosses. You have to go work along with your colleagues. So bend backwards to please them. And that way you will show progress in your area of career and job for the first 15 days. Regarding your business area, it says you can build. New businesses are coming in. The continuity is good. Your imagination level is very good. You are very creative. And the only difficulties is that the point of view on your side and the other business area side needs to jive, needs to connect nicely. There is a planet here that shows you can become arrogant, or you don't want to be pushed around, you can be demanding. So try not to do that and you will do better in your business area as well. So everything can be repaired, although there may be some differences in your area of career or business. General financial situations, there is no abrupt ending to anything. There's continuity, and that's what I like. Okay? Now I'm going to pull the next card for the next 15 days. Or the last 15 days of May for you coming from Cancer. And your last 15 days, I have to turn this card again around, which shows you don't have much control over circumstances. Now, let me first talk about your romance. My first worry is too many arguments, issues of money, which are making you and your romance partner getting on edge and becoming very unhappy. And this time there is some real danger of a breakdown if you're not careful, a breakdown in your romance areas. This message is for you. and not for your romance partner. So you have to reduce argument, not bring up financial issues which are very touchy, and try to use words which are more favorable to your romance partner. It's going to be not easy, let me tell you. This card shows that you are walking away from issues because you cannot control the situation. And well, if you want to have the romance breakdown, then you behave that way. If you want to keep the romance going, you'll have to bend backwards, and you'll have to make a lot of attempt to use words which are kind, to overlook whatever financial difficulties are coming your way. Regarding your marriage area, the situation is also very tough, and it brings about differences in financial areas, differences in outlook about how money should be spent. There is problems with your siblings who are interfering, or your parents who are interfering in your marriage areas. And it's a very touchy card, which shows that your marriage, if you're not careful, can actually break down or cause plenty of conflict to the point that you are not on the same wavelength with your marriage partner anymore. So you have to do the opposite. Avoid argument, avoid issues of financial difficulties. Don't allow interference from anybody else to come within your marriage. That way you'll be able to control the situation better. General family areas are very touchy. You seem to be alone with this card, so there's no area of happiness. Now I want to talk to you about your career. This card says that what demands you make about money and your job, you are not going to get. So you better not to make these demands. Your differences between you and people you work with or with your bosses is growing in the last 15 days. Arguments is something you must avoid, and you have to be careful that something about money can be a disturbing factor in your area of job. Regarding business, well, something about money means there is not enough money, and therefore there's difficulty in progress. You cannot expand. You cannot take over new responsibilities. There is stress financially as well. If I were you, I would just hold on to what you have, consolidate, which means try and protect what you have in your hand rather than to go about looking for new things. Don't be adventurous. Otherwise, the money that you spend to get what you want in a new way, in a new business, in a new opportunity, there's going to be money wasted. Okay, so plenty of pressure in your area of business. General finances, last 15 days, outlook not very good. The financial area is moving away from you. So the ability perhaps to get a bank loan or get financial help is becoming less. So you need to be a person who cannot afford to take financial risk. Okay, now I'm going to hold up both this card, and I'm going to talk to you coming from Cancer for the month of May about your good ages. If you happen to be these ages which I'm going to mention now, then you're going to override all these difficulties, have progress in career, have good luck in romance, in marriage, have a good chance in business to win good business as well. So if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75. If you happen to be these ages, you're going to be exceptionally lucky in this month of May 2017 for you coming from Cancer. But if you are not of any of these ages which I mentioned, don't give up hope. It just means that you have to try a bit harder in the first 15 days and the second 15 days, and you will get to where you want as well. Now I'm going to give you your good dates for you in the month of May. And the good dates which I've chosen for you are the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and the 30th. On these days and nights as well, socialize, mix business with people, communicate as much as you can, whether for the sake of romance, marriage, career or business, or with your siblings or with your parents as well. You'll find solutions come very quickly on these dates and nights. Alright, from what I mentioned, and I repeat, they are the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and the 30th. Now regarding the good color for you coming from Cancer, I've chosen the color purple. So I'd like you to contact purple. Undergarments, top garments, pillowcase, bed sheets, towels. Get a purple piece of cloth or a purple paper and hold on to it. The color energy will enter you positively and you'll become much luckier. In your best direction to choose for month of May is the direction of north. So meditating, concentrating, focusing, wishing for what you want in any area of your life, face north and concentrate on what you want, and you will find that what you want gets attracted to you and you get it. Try your best doing that. Okay? Well, I'm already Skyping, and for Skype I use your full date of birth, your time of birth, and also I look at your palms, and if you like I will use my Kabbalistic tarot card to answer your questions as well. And I charge USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session, and that's got to do with your next 5 or 6 or 7 years in all areas of your life. Go to Facebook, follow me, communicate with me, make a date to Skype, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message, and we'll get a date to be able to Skype together. Until then, thank you and good luck.